But at the same time, like you've just said, as much as Big Joe hasn't had the best start of the season, and I agree with it, by the way, I know I love the guy, but you've got to be honest about it. He hasn't hit his high standards in that sense, but then so many others haven't. Until the last game, Bruno hadn't. You could pretty much go through the whole team and say that there's not a single person that's performed amazingly in every game so far. So at any given point, I suppose any of them are switchable. But then, like you've just said there, do we bring Will again, who also hasn't been outstanding? There's no singular person that I'd be like, that person has been amazing every game we played. So yes, all right, they're switchable, but in the same sense, no, because you're switching them out with other people who also aren't performing. So going back to that, let's just say that we reckon he'll stick with the same 11 from City.
I agree.
Rightly so, in the same positions, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope they do what they did against City as well, and against a weaker team. No disrespect to Everton, but they are compared to City. Let's hope we smash them, quite frankly, and I hope Pickford has an unbelievably horrible game. Just saying.
Yeah, me too. This brings me on to Everton because I don't know why. This is probably just a personal opinion. I just find them like one of these teams that we either perform really well against or we don't. And I don't know if that's just my opinion. It probably is, but
no, I don't know. If I'm honest, I probably haven't looked back at all the results, but it does feel like that watching it, like kind of season in, season out. We aren't consistently brilliant against them, put it that way.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the results are mixed. Obviously, we've had quite a lot of draws against them. We have won, I think, most of the games, but there's been the odd time where Everton, like last season, have caught us out. So this brings me on to Everton because they have proved a point last season where they can score against teams like Newcastle, and we were a Champions League side last year and they still beat us 3-0. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to beat us 3-0, but they have proved that they can, when they really want to and play good football, they can catch. I mean, I know we particularly weren't at our best at all. So I think this just sort of brings me on to, yes, okay, they're not performing the best and they're not having the best starts to the league, but they have got players to watch out for.
Oh, God, yeah.
And we've just mentioned him, and I'm not going to give him any credit whatsoever, but Jordan Pickford, he is...
We hit it high enough you can't reach.
Yeah. He is probably one of the biggest wind-up merchants in football when I watch him. If I'm completely honest, I absolutely hate him. I think he winds people up. He's got the ability to wind players up, get in their heads, and and that's concerning for me.